What's going on, everyone? Cubeologist here, and as you can see today, we have a couple unboxings. Alright, so I want to get into this one first because this one is from Australia. So that's pretty exciting. It's speedcube.com/au. I'll put the link down in the description. And they were the only place I could find that actually had these puzzles. So as you guys know, the GANS 356 is now my main, and I've been using it for a while, so I wanted to get a couple backups. And at the time, the Cubicle was out of them, so I contacted speedcube.com/au, and they were nice enough to send me these. So these look pretty cool, and let's see. I'll just take one of them out of the box really quick, see if anything is different. But it looks like these are the same ones that the Cubicle got, with the plastic tool rather than the metal one, but spare stickers on there. So pretty excited about these. You guys know I love this cube. And as you all know, the undyed plastic one that I got, the primary one, it actually didn't need the mod that I used on the black one. So I'm going to try both of these out and see if they turn better than the one I'm using now, and I may switch. But let's move on. So I'm pretty excited about this. I ordered this a while ago, but the shipping was pretty quick, I have to say. I ordered these direct from Maru, which I had never done before, so it was a little bit risky. I know that big puzzle stores like that won't rip you off, but you never know. Things get lost, stuff like that. So it was a little bit of a risk to order this, but I'm still excited to get them. Alright, let's see here. So no business card. Same thing with speedcube.com/au. And as you can see, these are the new Maru Nano cube. So that's really cool. Now I'm just going to open one of these and let's get into it. Okay, so I've zoomed in here so you could see, and it looks like that the stickers come in a little pouch. That'll be good for the cube later. And here are the pieces. Wow. Oh no, I think I've messed up. Alright, I've got to get all these apart anyway. So, okay, I'm just going to pour all of these out on my table. Very carefully so I don't lose any. Any still in there? No. Alright, so it looks like this is the core. And let's see here. The corners actually came in both pieces like that. As you guys can see. Let's see if we can get one together here. Alright, so there is an assembled corner. So what I'm going to do is put the pieces together and get everything ready to assemble, and then I'll come right back and we'll assemble it together. One thing that I'm not that happy about is all the pieces. This is exactly the amount of pieces other than cores that you need. So if you guys saw, these pieces right here are very tiny. So if one of those is broken, you know, you're kind of out of luck because there's only 8 corners and 12 edges, and that's what you need. So let's take one of these cores and see if we can get everything put together. So I'm assuming these just snap on. Let's see here. It looks like, yeah, they just snap on, but that's not easy, so. Alright, so there's one. It's probably more difficult than it should be. Let's see here. It helps if you kind of roll them on there, it seems like. So let's get these on. Alright, so now that I've just got 5 of the centers on, I'm going to go ahead and try to put some of these edges and corners in. So, there. This looks like it's going to go together pretty easily, I have to say. Now we'll put a corner in to complete that block. This is not simple, and this is a large Nano cube compared to the ones you can get on Shapeways, so this is pretty exciting though. So now I'm going to put the last centerpiece on. Now I wonder if I should try to lube this puzzle. It seems like it would be a good idea, but I don't know if it'd be possible. The corners seem like they don't really want to stay, but hopefully they will. So this is the part that I was nervous about. Forcing the last pieces in. Alright, well, Like I said, the corner bases are kind of small. I'm sure that has something to do with the way it had to be made. But let's see if we can get this last edge in. Oh goodness. All right, there we go. Fully functional 3x3. That thing is tiny. So I'm going to sticker this, and I'll be right back. So now we're back, and as you can see, I've got this thing completely stickered. The stickers actually stay really well. I was afraid they would move around, and I was going to have to super glue them, but they stay pretty well. The only downfalls I've seen about this cube is I wish that they would give you extra pieces, because these things are a little bit flimsy and it's a little bit catchy, but what can you expect from a cube this size, right? So just for size comparison, here is a 3x3. So look at that. It's actually smaller than just one of the cubies, which is pretty cool. So let's measure this thing real quick. All right, so with the stickers on, it looks like it's right around 16 millimeters, which is pretty impressive, really. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to do a solve here. This is just a hand scramble because I didn't feel like going through all that with this tiny little puzzle, but let's see. I'm going to do white cross, green, red, orange, and blue's already in. So it looks like we can put the green in. I swear this thing's so hard to turn. Not really hard to turn as in it's really catchy or anything, it's just the size of the pieces. So then let's put the red in there. You can almost finger trick it, it turns so well, but it's just so small. So blue and orange is the first thing I saw. Orange is going to be on top. So we can pair them up like that. Put them in over here. I see blue and red right there. If I could do this. Okay, come on. There we go. So then we'll go right into blue and red. Follow this green and orange pair. Let's see. Come on. Just like that. Now we can use this open slot in the back to pair up this green and orange. And put them in right here. Just like that. Now we've got the green and red in the slot already, which is not a good case. If I were good, I could have taken care of that. But I'm not, so we'll pair those up in the back. And let's see here. Looks like we can just put them in normally and not have a dot case. So like that. And I'm not going to do full OLL because the way I do this case involves an M move, and that's not happening. So let's do 2-look OLL. Like, let's see. Man, this is difficult. Just like that. And then we get this case. So RU2, R prime, U prime, RU, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime. There we go. And it looks like we've got a counterclockwise U perm. So let's see if I can not mess this up. This is so difficult. And there we go. So that was pretty difficult, but I'm surprised at how well this turns. It looks really good, and it's, you know, if you're a puzzle collector and you don't want to get the ones off Shapeways, this was like, I don't know, $7 or $8 off of Maru. So this is really cool, and I would probably recommend it. But that's going to be all for this video, guys. I just wanted to show you guys this puzzle because I hadn't heard of it. I actually hadn't seen it anywhere. One of my friends on Facebook mentioned it, that he got one in Korea. So I went ahead and did some research and finally got one, so I was pretty excited to show you all. But I really hope you all enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and you'll hear from me really soon. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.